Hey, my name's Tom Pito and welcome to my upper body barbell workout. This is a 30-minute follow along workout. Section 1 has 3 rounds doing 6 exercises with 30 seconds on, 20 seconds off. There's a warm-up linked in the description below if you haven't already warmed up. All you need for this workout is a barbell and some plates. Let's get started with a push press. Start with the bar close to your collarbone and your elbows directly under the bar with relatively straight wrists. Initiate the movement with a small leg bend, then drive the bar up and overhead, finishing above the crown of your head. You should be able to lock out and have a nice straight line from your hands down to your heels. Don't excessively overarch your lower back, so at the top keep your glutes tucked under slightly and your ribs tucked down. Take a short 20-second break. We're going to do an ab wheel rollout next. I like to double my mat up to make it a bit softer on the knees. If you've got hexagonal shaped plates so that you can't do the rollout, then feel free just to do a plank for this interval. The number one thing to avoid when doing this is not to arch your lower back. So you actually want to tuck the pelvis under, squeeze your glutes. You can look like you have a slightly rounded upper back for this exercise. That's absolutely fine. Try not to just roll out with the armpits. Try and let the hips open out in proportion to the armpits opening out also. You should feel that tension at the end. Don't go too far and then draw it back in. Take a short 20-second break again. Next up, you're going to come onto your back and we're going to do a floor press. With this workout, I've tried to put opposing movements paired. So if you do a push, you'll tend to follow it with a pull. Press all the way to straight arms, then slowly lower the bar until your triceps make contact with the floor. As soon as they make contact, press back up to the top. Try not to pause too long at the top or the bottom of the movement. This will help maintain time under tension, giving you the most benefit from your set. Next, we'll be moving onto a barbell bent over row. If your lower back is getting tired during this, feel free to just stand up for a couple of seconds, and then as soon as it's feeling released, just go straight back into the reps, continuing for as many reps as you can during the 30-second interval. Back to the floor now. You're going to do another floor press variation, but this time we're going to pop you up into a glute bridge position. This will change the angle of the press so that you're doing more of a decline press. Stay up in that glute bridge throughout the whole set. You're going to press the bar in a straight line up towards the ceiling. When you lower the bar down, make sure your elbows aren't flaring out too wide. You still want to tuck them in slightly towards your sides. Final of the 6 exercises is going to be a barbell shrug. Some people don't like to do shrugs because they don't want to emphasize their traps. The traps are really important for stabilizing your shoulders, but if you'd prefer to just do a Romanian deadlift, feel free to swap it out for that instead. A great tip for this is imagine you're going to pull your shoulders up and tuck them back behind the ears. I don't like a rolling shoulder action for this. Just come up and slightly back and then relax back down. Great job. That's round 1 of 3 done in this first section of the workout. We're going to take a 40-second break now to let you recover. If you found those sets a little bit too heavy in the first section, just drop the weight on your bar a little bit, and vice versa. If you found it too easy, just add a little bit on. We're going to start back with that push press. So when you're ready, let's get back to the mat and ready to go. Great job. There's 2 rounds done, just 1 to go now in this first section of the workout. In section 2, we'll be using a lighter bar and moving on to 6 brand new exercises. If you've found that you haven't quite got enough plates to adjust to what you want for this workout, then check out the links I put in the description below. I put some recommended gym kit that you could check out. They're all great quality, good value stuff in there. They're affiliate links, but it doesn't cost you any more to get it. So if you are thinking about getting a new barbell or plates, check out the links after this workout. Great job, you're halfway through. We're going to take a 60-second break now, and we're going on to section 2, where you're going to need to lower the weight on the bar. I'm going to go down to 25 kilograms, that's about 55 pounds, but use whatever weight is suitable for you. We're going to have 6 brand new exercises, still doing 30 seconds on, 20 seconds off for 3 rounds. This workout is part of a 7-day barbell series, but if you've been on that series for a while already and you fancy changing things up, check out my 12-week barbell plan ebook, which I've linked in the description of this video. It's got sets, reps, and percentages to work to. It's more of a strength plan. There's video demos for everything, but check it out once you've finished the workout. First up, we're going to start with a drag curl. This isn't one that I see done very often, but it's a really great one for hitting the biceps in a new way. You want the bar to travel up in a straight line, staying as close to your body as you can. Don't worry about bringing the bar too high, just coming up level with the base of your chest should be high enough. The aim at the top is to pull your elbows backwards. Your forearms should come parallel with the floor in the top position. Squeeze your biceps hard and then lower the bar back down to full extension with control. Next up, we're going to move to a chest and tricep exercise on the floor. We're going to do some close grip push-ups. Don't worry if you can't do a full push-up. What you can do instead is just do the full push-up as a slow negative on the way down, but then drop your knees and reset back to the top position. Help emphasize the triceps and also give a more healthy shoulder movement, keep your elbows tucked in nice and tight to your sides as you're lowering down and pushing back up. To ease the wrist slightly, you can squeeze the floor, just slightly gripping it with your hands. That should take some pressure off the wrists, or you can just use wraps like I'm using. I've linked them in the description below of this video also if you fancy checking them out. Next up, we're going to do a 1.5 bicep curl. So you're going to barbell curl up to the top, come halfway down, but then come straight back to the top before going back to full extension. So basically, we're just adding a double pump at the top of each rep. So curl all the way to the top, lower halfway, come back to the top, and then down to full extension. Make sure you're not swinging your hips, so keep your glutes and your abs tight and your body still, making sure you're emphasizing the biceps. Make sure you're controlling the way down on all of these reps. That gives you just as much benefit as doing the way up. Next, we'll be coming onto the floor. We're going to do one of my favorite exercises. We're going to do a Z press. The Z press is great because not only is it a good shoulder exercise, but it's really good for strengthening your mid back and improving your upper back posture. Although it's called the Z press, you actually want to create more of an L position. So from the barbell at the top down to your hips and out to your legs, you can create that L shape. You can unlock your knees if you've got tight hamstrings. That'll help you to sit further forwards rather than lean back. If you're more flexible, feel free to have straight legs. Next, we've got a great exercise to work on your shoulder stability and long-term shoulder health. We're going to do some scapular push-ups. So these are straight arm push-ups, so there's no bend in the elbow, and you can do these off your knees if you're struggling with the full push-up position. So start off in a press-up position. You're going to push the floor away, keeping straight arms. Your upper back should draw up towards the ceiling. Then you're going to sink down, letting your chest come close to the floor. Just repeat that throughout, getting as much range of motion as you can. And if you're struggling, just drop your knees to the floor, but still try and keep a straight line from your knee up to your shoulder. This exercise works some muscles called your serratus anterior, which are really important for stabilizing around your shoulder joint. On to the last exercise of these 6 now. We're going to do a barbell upright row. Lead the movement with your elbows, not with your hands. Most people that I see find this uncomfortable are pulling the bar way too high. Just up to chest height should be easily high enough. I like to add a slight external rotation to my shoulder at the top to make it more comfortable, as if your elbows are coming up and back over the top of a waterfall. If you're just finding it uncomfortable on the wrists, shoulders or elbows, feel free to swap this out for a regular standing shoulder press. There's round 1 of 3 done in this second section of the workout. Take a 40-second break and then we're going to go again with round 2. Here's a demo of how to do those negative to kneeling push-ups if you can't quite manage the full push-up yet. Here's a demo of how to do the kneeling variation of the scapular push-ups. My shoulders were definitely getting tired, so I was happy to swap to this kneeling variation for the end of the set. Great job. There's 2 done, just 1 to go, and that's the final round of this whole workout. Like I said before, this is actually day 1 of a 7-day barbell series. So if you're not already on that 7-day series, make sure you check out day 2, which I've linked in the description below. You can see the full 7 days in my playlist on my channel. It's labeled the 7-day barbell series. It's really easy to find. So get on board if you're not already on it. Day 2 is going to be a lower and abs workout. Keep going, you're almost there. We've nearly finished the workout. This is the final set. As I said before, this is a 7-day series, so make sure you check out day 2, which I'll link in the description and at the end of this video. It's a lower and abs workout. You can always save it to do for another day. Comment with how you found that workout and where in the world are you doing it from. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, give it a like, subscribe, hit the notifications, and see you again soon for another workout.